What's going on, Dragon Ballers? We're here up at Scott Dashy's neck of the woods. We just finished a local. He played a really cool deck. I'm not going to talk about how the local went. It's not important. But,
Someone got lucky. Someone got lucky.
I got
Wasn't
lucky,
me. But not me.
So, Scott, what deck did you play and why did you decide to build it?
Played Android 18, what I call OTK, one-turn kill. Basically a mill deck where you set up the whole game by passing and being stasis / control-y. And then you drop a bomb, the big Frieza, to mill them a lot. And the way it works is you obviously have to run one of these. This comes out at the beginning of the game, and you build your opponent's board by giving them tokens. And again,
yes.
I ran this deck because I wanted to put use to these tokens.
The exact reason we played the deck for the tokens, yes.
So, yeah, you get these out, and then on turn 5, you drop the bomb, and hopefully you can win. But there's ways around it. You'll see as we go through the deck.
Let me ask you one question, though. So, some people know about this deck, some people don't. So the people that don't know this deck will watch and figure it out. But, like, when you give your opponent the tokens, do you care if they're aggressive with them, or doesn't really matter?
No, I don't care. There's a lot of people playing this or Android 21. If you've played it before, played it or played against it, you know that being aggressive like early on is fine because you want to awaken as early as possible to draw 2 and get a huge hand size. You do get a massive hand size.
You do, yeah.
And then from there, the tokens are kind of irrelevant because your opponent's not going to pay
cards. They're
cards
not
to
going to combo
15.
5K every time.
Yeah, it's too risky to do that. And I kind of want to be at 3 life, so if they want to tag me down to 3 life, that's fine because then Deadly Poison becomes really active.
So this is a tricolor build, yeah.
Yeah, it's tricolor build, as you guys are going to see. But I'm not really worried about the aggro part. Towards the end of the game when I have a low hand size, yes, but middle of the game, I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, this deck, I noticed this deck doesn't really lose steam very quickly, and that's actually due to this card we're going to talk about right now, so let's get into the deck profile.
Okay, so 1 drop. If you're running red, I mean, this card is amazing.
Yeah, this is the reason why you don't lose steam. Like, if this just stays established, like, you just get free combos, and you build up a ton of energy, so it works out really well.
Yeah, I get a ton of energy, and I can pay 1 repeatedly to lower my opponent's leader, kill their board, lower their board, anything to stay alive, and it also draws a card. Just an amazing card overall.
Yes, definitely.
Obviously, this is a tri-element deck. Red, blue / yellow. You have to run these or these.
I think this is like the best check land to hard cast. You ever hard cast this thing and win a game off of it?
It's amazing. It's amazing to hard cast and win a late game if your opponent has a low hand size. You play this, massive pressure.
Yeah, neg 5 to leader, man. That shit's crazy.
Super combos, staple.
Where are the SPRs at, man?
Yeah, I had to get a Vegas somehow, you know. This card is the best in this deck only because it can untap these and you can do some crazy stuff during the I don't want to say exchange of jutsu, but during the
during the combo step.
During the combo
Dude,
step.
you played Dragon Ball. Like, I guarantee that's exactly how you played Naruto. It's so funny.
Joey was probably referencing one of these cards right here. This card makes the deck tick in multiple ways. This card might end up being a staple in like many decks because it can splashable in every deck to just draw 2. Like early game, if my opponent tries to attack me down to 3, 2 life, I can combo this, and then in my turn draw 2. It's an amazing card. I can also charge it for some of the other cards I have in my deck. It's amazing.
So here's one question. I noticed one yellow card you weren't playing, Chompa the Trickster, and I actually when we were playing, I was a little scared of it. So you ever wish you had Chompa the Trickster, maybe Mutaito? Yeah.
Yeah, I saw some builds in Florida when someone was playing. I can't remember who was using it, but someone was using like a version of this deck in Florida, and they ran Mutaito and stuff. And I decided against that because I wanted to just go straight with this and my other tech that's in here. But yeah, I probably could have put it in my sideboard and stuff. Oops.
Yeah. You put Crusher Ball in though, best card.
Yeah,
yellow.
Crusher Ball. I chose Crusher Ball
All
over that, so yeah.
right, let's get back into it. Okay,
So,
this next
the
card,
spice,
you gotta explain it. You gotta explain this one. I was like, why the hell are you playing that card?
The spice. This is spicy. So every time I played this in Vegas, everyone was like, what the hell are you running?
Oh, so this is what you ran in the main event of Vegas?
Oh yeah, so I ran a deck similar to this in Vegas. Like a couple cards different. I changed it up for today, but it's pretty much the same, almost exact same shell. I did run these though. I ran 3 of them. 3 is good. I'm running this because literally you need to trigger this because again, you can't just drop the 5-drop Frieza and swing because of this.
First thing you play, can't attack, right? Yep.
So you purposely play this. You're gonna have 5 energy anyway to play the Frieza or to have plenty of resources.
Yep.
You drop this, it triggers this. You don't care about this, and then you drop Frieza and you swing.
Yeah, you won't get the drop Goku Black. I know a million people are gonna ask about that, but just the free play, the body is all you need.
Yes, and also I'm running this over free play Krillin Blocker and other things like Overwhelm because it's on element, and I like to have blue energy for my negates and stuff.
Totally.
No explanation needed.
Only 2 of this, huh?
Yeah, only 2. You can run 2 to 4. 2 is always good for me.
Okay.
It's rare that I don't run more than 2 because when it comes out, it usually dies. So it's like whatever. I can hardcast the Frieza and go from there.
Yeah, I'm sure a lot of your games end up you hardcast the Frieza.
Yeah.
Because the thing you need more is more mana.
Staple if you're running blue at this point because there's too many big bombs, too many secret rares that are scary. So this comes out. This can also bounce. I mean, this can just save you on if they try to kill you, and then on the crackback, if they overextend and tap out, you can play this and then slow the game down, and then on my turn I can kill them. Just a staple card.
I gotta mention the insane play we had. So
I
was playing Surge Goku. I must have had what 9 energy.
Yeah.
So next card, Frost Poison, really important. So I played Smoke Dragon. Scott Frost Poisons it.
Hard casted the Smoke Dragon.
Yeah, for 5 energy, I played Smoke Dragon. Scott goes Frost Poison. I go Cooler, the battering laser cooler, basically Swift Retaliation.
To negate this.
To negate that, and with his extra 4 energy,
the body came into play. The cooler body came into play.
Yeah.
Allowing this counterplay to be played to bounce the Smoke Dragon back to his hand.
Yes.
That was what's broken.
So 7 energy worth of counterplays. Scott answered my Smoke Dragon. I lost the game. It was pretty nuts. But I won the match, so it was all right.
Judged.
So 3 Frost Poisons, cards nuts.
Yeah, I run yellow for that reason. That's why I run the monkey.
Did you run yellow in Vegas?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you played Tricolor?
So
okay.
Same kind of deck, yeah, okay. Tricolor. People were kind of confused by that, but this card is broken, so you run this, get this. If you get this in your hand, late game, you have a huge energy layout. You feel very comfortable, and you can control the pace of the game. So this card is amazing, especially as a 3-of. I love it as a 3-of. So
super vast majority of these lists I've been seeing are red-blue, so it's pretty cool to see Tricolor, for sure.
Again, no explanation needed. You've already seen another Joey Palladino Crossworlds first.
Oh,
You gotta run 4. You gotta run 4. You gotta run 4.
Scott.
You gotta run 4.
I didn't believe you at first, but 4, man, it's important.
In other deck profiles, I've said you gotta run 4. I'm gonna still say it now. You gotta run 4. The card's amazing.
Card's good.
Cooler. I put as a 3-of. You might be wondering why I'm running this over Hercule Boo. I'm running this over Hercule Boo because Hercule Boo has more counterplays to bounce back to my hand. I know it draws a card and does some cute stuff, but this is better in my opinion because it has less answers because it is a 20k 5-drop versus a 19k 3-drop.
Yeah, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but when you play against yellow, you need to basically play a quote-unquote real deck. Like, you need to play aggressive, because Crusher Ball kind of messes your whole deck's game plan of giving your opponent tons of tokens and milling them out. So this card's very important for being very aggressive, right?
Yeah, and there's times, like if I know I can't kill them with the Frieza combo, I have to go aggro or very aggressive. I have to play this, you drop this. Like, this can get really crazy, the leader swing. Like, you can definitely kill your opponent in other ways if they get rid of the scheme or they get rid of anything else that you're trying to go for. You can just go for the alternate win condition of beatdown.
Right.
And of course, no explanation needed. The main win condition of the deck.
The big boy.
If it doesn't drop, you can still win by beatdown, but this is what mills them because again they generate like 20 plus tokens plus whatever bodies they make.
Yep, two every single turn generally.
And they mill 30 to 40 cards and they just lose.
What do you think about going 4 cooler and 3 of this? You think you need 4 of this guy?
Yeah, I ran 4. This could probably go to 3, but I ran 4 because I'm afraid of Ultra Instinct Goku Leader to pick my hand, get rid of these, or the luck sacking of random hand discard to get rid of these. I was scared of that, so I ran 4 just to be safe.
Gotcha.
The secret rare I use is this one.
Yes, this card was nuts for him. Talk about it.
Yeah, this card is amazing. It was either this or the Power of Potara secret rare because I can run yellow, blue secret rare as well. I did run it originally, but I ran this in Vegas and I run this now. This is better because you're always charging red in the check lands and stuff like that. And you can drop this, and this can steal games like crazy. Like if your opponent does not expect this to come out, and they don't have a response right away, you can drop this and pick their only response, and you can just swing for game and kill them that way. So I use this if I'm going aggro. This is against Hatchyak. You can do some crazy stuff. This is the best secret rare to use in the deck, in my opinion. And again, I cannot run Smoke Dragon because I cannot run black. I cannot run black battle cards because of this.
Dude, if Smoke Dragon was in this deck, oh my, it would actually be tier 0 possibly. It'd be so stupid.
I wish. Extra cards to continue. Senzu Bean, no explanation needed. This card is amazing. If you're running blue, you should run 3 or 4 of this. Really good.
Maybe not use 7 Invoker, but otherwise, Senzu Bean's very good.
Yeah. Same reason. Blue leader. This card's amazing. Saves games. And now some spice. The Joey Spice right here.
That's the best card in yellow.
I run a 1-of because I run. instead of running 2 poison, 2 of this, I just run 3 poison and 1 of this. This is because usually I play poison over this. I play this like if they overwhelm or something, but this is good as a 1 of.
Yeah.
Why not? I can charge it for poison if I have to. It wins games.
Could maybe be with title later on.
Yeah,
Maybe.
it could be.
Yeah.
Could be. And then lastly, this.
So this card sees like no play. So why'd you decide to play this?
So I run this because it's blue. That's first thing. Affects my blue leader, and this is the only answer to Ultra Instinct Goku.
Okay.
So that's the reason why I ran it pretty much. So like the only response really to this card
Gotcha.
in my deck is this, because if they try to play this, because a lot of decks ran this, and I was hoping to catch a lot of people off guard. Like they have 4 energy untapped, and I play my Frieza. I was hoping, and this has happened. This did happen in Vegas and otherwise. Like they have 4 energy untapped. They expect the Frieza. They drop this in response, and I respond with this. Bounce it back. They have no energy, and I just killed them.
Yeah.
And that's why I run this.
Very cool.
Very cool. Sideboard quickly.
Yeah, sure. Let's go.
Yeah, just really very quickly sideboard.
Yeah, we'll do it quick.
Against Gohan.
Yes, 15k combos are good.
Yep, you can bounce back any of their answers except for the Fee Kamehameha, but this card is amazing. And it's a 1-drop blue, why not? Another Ultra Instinct against certain heavy decks.
Just when you need it.
Why not? The Spice.
What is this for?
Against Janemba, against Ultra Instinct Goku, if they kill my Frieza in my discard pile, I can grab the Frieza because it is a blue battle card of 3 or more interest cost. It's spicy.
Nice.
Spicy.
I like that.
Another Crusher Ball because cross rolls convince me. Against Hyper Aggro. Against Baby.
Boo too, huh?
And Rush to stop their chain and to be safe.
Yeah, that's great against Boo.
In time, if I go to time, or if I know that my opponent, like Gohan, for example, Gohan goes down to like 4, 3, 2 life, I can catch them off guard and win in 1 shot by attacking
This
my
probably
leader.
seems really important in the Gohan matchup because you'll have a really big hand and they'll be at 2 life a lot of the time.
Yep, and that's why I do 1. And then this is just spice against like heavy decks. Like I don't kill the big barrier guys, kill the big baby, whatever. It just extra protection.
Put Smoke Dragon back in the hand.
Put Smoke Dragon back to the hand so they can cast it and kill me the next turn. Yeah.
Very cool.
So.
Scott, I think we had a really productive deck profile. Talk about a lot of different things. One thing I want to ask you, how'd you feel about your Tournament of Power experience? Tell me a little bit about it.
I'm glad I went. It actually went by really fast. The technology that they used with the app to go like from app to pairings, you just literally looked at your app and it dropped you right to where you needed to be. Like you knew exactly where you needed to be. It went by really fast. Like the in between rounds, I know that the regional or other tournaments had paper pairings or it was slower. This one went by really fast. I definitely want to thank Shenron's Lair for hosting the event with in synergy with Daylon. Saw a bunch of people. If you guys do not aren't familiar with competing, you should consider competing. If there's an event around you, it is totally worth going to these events because I saw some people I'd never seen before in real life from California and stuff. It was awesome to meet them.
So much fun, dude.
Yeah, it was fun. Plus, you get to compete and make new friends and see new places. You have a reason to go to new places. And I hope that there's more events like this run by the community, especially in certain areas where we can bring everyone together.
Yes.
So I'm looking forward for the next one.
Awesome, man. Scott, thank you so much. We'll see you next time.